Last chance run to Copenhagen begins now. Up against 9 Pandas, a matchup that Astralis should be taking. But the results have not been so pretty coming into this. But we have to talk about 9 Pandas' run here, Jason. I mean, look at the teams they've beaten to get into the last chance qualifiers. Saw, they lost to Koi, they beat 3D Max, they lost to Amcal. So it's not like 9 Pandas have been on a bit of a tear.
No, it's not pretty at all for 9 Pandas, and I think that's probably the biggest reason why you look at Astralis and you're like, you better win this game.
You better do it.
You better win this game, and I think the map pool for them, I think, is going to be. I think they're going to be very happy with it. Even this nuke pick, it's going to be map 2. 9 Pandas doesn't have any kind of crazy record on it whatsoever. So here's the pistol run, exec through Monster.
Dilladez with the Julies. Oh, it's not pretty. Stown able to come around the corner, flashed and still gets the kill. Advantage picked up for Astralis. Second kill in for Stown, and Monster has fallen. Astralis looking good in this pistol round is seized. Steps back out of connector. Good kill on device as iDisbalance makes his rotation down from A to Heaven. Astralis into the post plant. 4 players still up. Just a moment before we see Astralis take the first round here.
Yeah, this is basically an impossible pistol round to lose at this point. No kit either. Seas is going to come out on top. God. Some good shooting from iDisbalance. I mean, that's iDisbalance coming out from on top, but still, no kit, no time, and Seas falls over towards short, and now there's simply no way to progress into the bomb site. Pistol round to Astralis.
And we've seen many a team go into the last chance qualifier since its edition at the RMRs on the way to Paris last year. The 2 teams in particular last season was obviously FaZe Clan and Cloud9, who made their gauntlet run to try and make it to the major. And we've seen the idea of Carrigan coming into the last chance qualifier was to bring so much more energy than was present in the early stages of the RMR. Because when you come in as a team that is Astralis-esque or for FaZe Clan, you're going to be very confident that you're going to get through the major qualifier. And then when you don't, you maybe feel deflated. So you have to bring in the energy after most round wins. And that was the philosophy of FaZe Clan that got them through that last chance qualifier. And it's good to hear Astralis celebrate the pistol like that.
Yeah, I think this Astralis team is someone who's going to have to, I think they're going to need to win some rounds to build up to that point where they can provide that energy. I think that a lot of the conversation on the desk I agree with of, you know, this is a team that has some confidence issues, that doesn't have full belief in themselves. You know, on some level, it's kind of like, it's almost a little bit sad through the original RMR stage that they played. I think that's a completely different trajectory for Astralis if they end up winning that game against Spirit.
One round difference.
I think the fact that they lost that after playing such a good game as well had to have just been so deflating.
And again, they go up against the 2 teams that have beef with them, right? They go up against Heroic and they find Ents again. And those are the 2 teams that knocked them out of Katowice. So Astralis, back-to-back tournaments, having a tough time.
Device better be careful. He's wandering here. His team knows it's going to be a stack at the A bomb site. Oh, he's dinked up. He's going to go down. Does get 1. And he's been a big talking point as well. He's been pretty vocal on social media, not perhaps enjoying himself as much as you'd like to see.
Not having fun.
One of the top 20 players last year and obviously struggling in this RMR and needs to figure it out. And needs to figure it out right now. Good kills from Stare, who's been wonderful for Astralis, but this is a big loss of weaponry.
Yep, AK, thank you very much for that. USPs, trying to run away. Yabby's on the chase, he's on the prowl. You might be able to get rid of them, and they know that letting 9 Pandas save these rifles is not a good idea, but losing everything for Astralis would be devastating here. But at this point, sunk cost, you just got to go for it. Mactan coming around through the long bathrooms. Should be cleared here by Stown. Lines 1 up. AK goes down, and Mactan trying to get it. Should be a nice little upgrade right at the end there.
Good finds to make sure that there's no weapons saved, but I don't think that was worth it in any way for Astralis. Losing 4 players in a round win against just unarmored USPs. I think 9 Pandas is going to be super happy about how that turned out. First gun round coming in hot. They'll be upgrading into M4s. Astralis is going to have to rebuy, and an awkward economic situation for both teams moving forward if they are to lose.
This is definitely time to strike for Astralis' gun round, and for 9 Pandas, they've got the op out early for iDisbalance. He needed that one, Astralis. You mentioned the awkward force buy. It doesn't look too pretty for either team at this moment going into round 5. It is an investment again for 9 Pandas. SMGs across the board, couple of rifles sprinkled in. Same for Astralis. Awkward start here into overpass, but whoever wins this round can at least get a little more comfortable. It's going to be somewhat contact here for Astralis. Monster Dilladez with a flash play. They're blind, they line up. And Dilladez and Clax combine together to stop Astralis from finding success through Monster. Early second flash. double dip is successful, and this B play for Astralis is destroyed.
And I think this is a call. I mean, obviously it looks silly now, but you're trying to kind of bust through Monster. Good counter flashes from 9 Pandas, but I think it's a call born out of the fact that Astralis doesn't have any great weapons. Or they have a couple, but right, there's 2 MAC-10s on the board. You want to do something a little bit shocking. You want to get those in positions to kind of overrun a bomb site and move up quickly. And I think BlameF just felt like he couldn't open up the playbook with so many diminished weapons.
Now BlameF in a position to not do too much. 40 seconds. He'll sit outside that monster smoke. He's not going anywhere here. If he walks through the tunnel, Klax has the perfect angle to spot him early on, and then BlameF will fall. So 2 rounds for 9 Pandas. The B play ends. And Astralis, once again, given a round where they don't have too much money to play with.
And remember what Maniac said on the desk as well, talking about the CT side of Astralis and Overpass and how strong it is. That's the side I think we'll really see the strength of Astralis if you go by that statement. And for this T side, it's can you put enough rounds on the board to make things doable? And at the moment, sitting at 3, not bad. Obviously, some of the ways they've been handicapped. Again, they're going for a force buy here. Tech 9s, 1 Deagle on Stair. They haven't really had too many pretty buys in this second half. But it all comes down, to be fair, the mistakes made in round 2 after winning the pistol. They lost 4 players to unarmored USP, and they have not been able to establish their economy ever since then. We're going to try it one more time. Massive number of bodies through Monster, 4 of them to be exact. Device with utility. Here it comes.
They really want to establish the fact that they can break through Monster, but again, great utility from 9 Pandas.
That's the 2 flashbangs Astralis had, so now it's all got to be done dry in contact.
And it doesn't feel too likely that that is going to be successful for Astralis, so they'll pause, they'll wait for a mistake. 9 Pandas unlikely to give anything up. We look at this last chance qualifier in the lens of recovery for Astralis, trying to make their hometown major. But for 9 Pandas, they've been following the storyline of Seized, looking to make his first major since Boston in 2018. He was tweeting today about the fact that he has one more chance to do it. I think they realized, you could see on their faces after they lost in the regular group of the RMR, that they probably missed out on their best chance.
Sure. Well, they lost that game to Amcal, right? And Amcal's not exactly world beaters, so I think you're exactly right. That's kind of an admission. And Pandas were like, well, that is probably going to be the best team that we could have asked to play for a qualification. Little bit of pressure on this A bomb site. We'll see if Astralis want to keep pushing it or turn back, and they are going to commit.
Yeah, Glowing sees a couple of players out to the right side. BlameF overruns the back of the dice box, and somehow with contact, they have found themselves into the bomb site with the bomb down now. Seized, big kill to collect on Device. 2v4 set up. The Tech 9 not getting enough done inside of the bomb site itself, so it's just BlameF alone in this clutch. Time ticking on that plant. BlameF peaks to his death. And that will be Astralis losing the round, but collecting a bomb plant at least.
Close though, and I mean, you could see Astralis, I feel like they had no other options than to be hyper-aggressive after that bomb plant towards Bank, towards the headshot angle, just because they have Tech 9s and no utility. They wanted to get close up and try and take one of those guns away. It just kind of gets stalled out. Stuck in this middle ground of where they're not aggressive enough and not passive enough finding position to play in the post plant. Tied at 3.
Good job from 9 Pandas to stay competitive early doors. You know, there is a world in which we come into today expecting Astralis to have the capability of running away with this one. But the reality of the situation is this isn't the Astralis we want it to be, and 9 Pandas risen up to the occasion so far. Holding his Astralis players back. BlameF coming through the back of Fountain. Spotting anything too aggressive. The most aggressive play from the CTs is inside of Connector. Glowing heavily committed here with the MP9. Runs down the stairway, sees one going short till it has handles Yabby. Advantage collected here for 9 Pandas. Shouldn't really go the other direction. 9 Pandas are searching for that lead.
You have to say this is such a good half in terms of keeping dangerous guns out of the hands of Astralis.
Yeah.
I feel like they've had just crap buys ever since round 2.
Yeah, they've barely had any of the premium weapons to work with. I can't remember a full round with if everybody's had an AK.
Yeah, and that goes, I mean, everyone, obviously, since the switch to MR12, economy's been such a huge conversation point and how to fix it and how awkward it can be, and I think we're seeing some of the results of that right now.
Ooh,
Glowing's got a big job to do.
Yeah, he loses half of his health, steps up at the truck, though, and recovers what could have been an absolute mess. Device has the weapon of choice in hand. 40 seconds left. Plenty of players now bombarding him with utility, and a big shot from Glowing straight through the cranium. So Device unable to get that miracle clutch. But yeah, it comes back to that USP round, obviously. They give up way too many kills to the USPs. That let's play with Blade, you know, and the coach of Navi, Wayland, are names that we remember from the past, but haven't seen in a very long time. And now in 2024, he looks to make a run again, and he's in the last chance qualifier. Ahead, actually, of Astralis at the moment, 4-3. Finally, AKs on every player for Astralis. This is the real test now for 9 Pandas. Glowing gets aggressive towards Fountain, looking to be disruptive. He'll play out towards Party. Yabby in short water.
Aggressive op. 9 Pandas have shut down any play towards the B bomb site Astralis have tried to make, so now they stack up aggressively towards Fountain and Party. Op on Idis balance.
Oh, it should be getting this one. Oh, leg shot on Stown. Stair goes down in connector. AK's looking to chase back Glowing, but it's still looking so good for 9 Pandas. All of the early kills, all of the early advantages going the way of the Pandas, and now Device has to bring it all back because Yabby dies on the other side of the map, and there's a minute to do this for Device.
This is crazy. What a setup. Well done from 9 Pandas. That aggressive stance, and Astralis can't bust it up. They lose every initial engagement. Device never going to expect Dilladez, so this is going to be a freebie, and it's 5-3.
I'm not seeing anything confident from Astralis right now. It looks like they can't make a decision at this point. They're just losing those early fights. Obviously, it goes against you completely, and there's no chance of a position to be in the mid round to actually compete for the round.
None of these are traded either at the moment. Like, none of these have a second player nearby to even kind of address the situation. As Astralis default is getting absolutely wrecked. And the hard part is kind of their pocket openings that they've done to try and bust through Monster a couple times have been shut down as well. And we're back to Deagles. That was Astralis' best buy since round 2.
And it just went so badly.
And they get 1 kill, and it was never even in question.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little worried about this start for Astralis. 9 Pandas look honed in at the moment. Mentioned the strength of the CT side for Astralis. Will they have to do enough on this first half for that to become a factor? You want a few more at least here for Astralis. But great work from 9 Pandas. Minus balance. Ooh, it's definitely risky though to keep re-picking the off like that so widely, but Stown gets away with it. Now a minute left, they'll group up into the bathrooms.
Yeah, he's moved the op back.
I think one of the most competitive rounds recently for Astralis is a round like this, right? Where they had Deagles and they pressured that A bomb site.
This one I don't think is going to get anywhere close. There's so much counter utility. Smoke is going to stall things out. There's 45 seconds left. They might have to go through that, or might feel like they have to go through that. And Glowing with the M4 is going to be right behind it. Smoke blown open. There's a little bit of spray down through it. Blame F falls. And still Yabby hasn't made the move. Still Astralis hasn't made the move. There it is. Stair finds Glowing. And up next is Seized, and he's going to spray down 3. Beautiful job controlling the AK. And it's all on Device.
Yeah, great work from Seized. He goes out again, and Seized can't get the final kill. But his work shouldn't be enough to close this one out. And Idis balance will send the bullet straight through. So 6-3. As predicted, they do not get the bomb down. They don't even get close to it. Seized just mows them down. Good spray control.
That seems to be the theme. Astralis not even getting close to taking over a bomb site, really. Outside of 4 Tech 9s in a Deagle round where they planted at the A bomb site, 9 Pandas has shut them down so far away with their initial aggression.
Yeah, they've introduced a new tool to the play, though, and Astralis have the op for Device. And when you look at their T side, quite often Device will get in position at bathrooms early and punish peaks from Dicebox, punish peaks in connector. We'll see if that can turn the tides of this T side for Astralis. C starts in con. Dilladez down low, straight away. That spam, I believe, from Device straight through the wall. And now Stair getting confident, getting aggressive. And he's going to be traded out 1 for 1.
Okay, what does C's do from here? He now controls the middle of the map, and he probably feels relatively safe as well with that smoke down at the moment, and he's going to stay parked in the stairs. Over towards Monster, Yabby finds an opening kill. Almost traded off by Dilladez, but him and Blame F were content with the 1 kill. So they're going to back away, and now Seized activates out into short.
Doesn't feel comfortable staying in con. But short is a strong position to control for the meantime.
It's so much information as well. He could actually, you know, at any point, he can call for Diladez to just rotate over to the A bomb site. They're probably comfortable at the moment with the op having some deep angles, 50 seconds on the clock. But if iDisbalance spots anything, CS is in such a good position to allow a cheat on the rotation.
iDisbalance more advanced in his spot now with the op. blameF about to walk around the corner. Shadow given away. Device goes down. And iDisbalance with the advanced spot on the op pulls this one back to a 3v3. 30 seconds remain. Astralis have to get close to a bomb plant now. They have to get this kill. And iDisbalance steps up again. Stown unleashes himself from long. There's a fight in the bathrooms going down, and it's so important that Yabi picked that up because he had the bomb on his back. And now look at Seized. Once in short, now on the flank. And he is so quick to peek here. He won't be able to deny the plant immediately, but should be getting this kill. Not so clean, but recovers it eventually. And now 1v1 that Stown has to win, and he absolutely will.
Big round for Stown. Double kill, but give props over to Yabi, picking up the op with low HP and having to hit a no-scope over in bathrooms to even make that work. It seemed like Seized was eventually going to shut it down.
Nine Pandas down to Deegs. An opportunity now for Astralis to try and stabilize the economy. If they lose too many members here, it's still a problem going into the next gun round. So
yeah, they have to be really cautious. Let's not have any pushes in towards short. I think Yabi is like, it doesn't work twice. I'm not going back to it this time. Smart decision. Play to keep yourself alive in this round. Nine Pandas are getting that message as well.
yeah,
No deep peaks whatsoever, no deep presence. Defensive smoke deployed.
allows you to creep up a little closer here if you're Nine Pandas. Actually, the goal here would be to inflict some damage, but also get a bomb plant. Doesn't look like that can happen, but a mistake inside of the bathrooms could perhaps unlock it. I think Device and BlameF have realized, damn, we've taken probably way too much damage here. Device is down to 28 health. BlameF could have fallen on his swing out. So they adapt, they take their second opportunity in the round to stay alive here. Stown's gone down. Remember, Device is also low. BlameF has to clean up. He's run out of ammo in this primary weapon and goes swinging with the dual Berettas. Device has to step up from the back of Dice. It's one on C's. Rotation coming up. Device is so low, 1 health. Very lucky to still be standing, but that rotation from Yabi should be enough to secure this, but the damage being done again. We said about stabilizing. We talked about the fact that you need to keep most players alive, but Astralis lose 3 players.
Yeah, that's painful. That set up Nine Pandas nicely if they can win this next gun round.
Rugged to come in. Currently, they've got Ronick. I mean, he's not really going to be the coach. You look to 23 years old, you look at the teams he's being a part of, it's Astralis talent.
It's more of someone who probably knows the system and knows what kind of plays they want to run, who can come up with a couple ideas. But those timeouts, I would imagine BlameF and Device are going to be the more vocal guys in those. Yeah,
you don't have someone with experience to look to behind you.
He'll have suggestions, he'll have some ideas. Utility out, the op is in the hands of Device.
So they're looking to nade away that boost. Fortunately for Astralis, no one playing that. Clax getting through short. Yappy not aggressive this time, so Clax is given the position. It's a luxury for Nine Pandas to kind of assert dominance in this area early on, because it's a big part of the map to control for the T's.
Stown just used a Molotov very, very early. Misread the progress of the attack. He's hoping to molly people out of the corner. Opportunity wasn't there. Very passive from Nine Pandas to begin. They're going to let this utility get spent and fade away. Another defensive smoke deployed before Nine Pandas is applying any pressure. That'll fade around the 40-second mark.
Nine Pandas coming through Monster. The setup designed to break this apart is stare at the barrels. Yabi beside him. inside of the pit, but the flashes come up and Klax just absolutely annihilates there. So it's Yabi who must step up, and he absolutely won't. Bomb plant goes down for 9 Pandas. 3v5, and because of the damage sustained in the last round, they don't have the option to go for the retake.
That sort of aggressiveness is what Astralis was really kind of lacking. And look at the difference when 9 Pandas wait this round out towards what, the 30-second mark when they pull off that monster hit. Astralis trying that at like the 1-minute mark, and you had 2 players playing aggressively with pop flashes, with the smoke and monster. Klax is so aggressive, he beats the defensive smoke at the B bomb site. That's something Astralis was never, they weren't even able to get to that point. Weapon's going to be saved. Op is still in the hands of Device, but again, the money situation, not pretty. Set up nicely in the last round of 3 kills. Another buy's going to come in for Astralis, but they're going to scrape some guns together on these last 2 players, Famas, MP9s. And still that Op hasn't been able to have impact quite yet.
Yeah, we're not seeing that big CT side, the blue wall we were expecting to be erected. Klax just crushes there. Yabi's having a rough old time. Klax just runs in and claps them.
And freedom. So much freedom to get there.
True.
He's not harassed by any flashbangs. He's not like half blind when he's running up, maybe forcing him to miss a shot. There's no nades in his path. Just a very passive defense with 2 players, and they get beat.
Yeah, Device's Op is out in force, looking for that opening fight in middle. But great utility. Just kind of neutralize him instantly. Device couldn't do much with a flash in his face. Klax is confident, and he should be 15-7. Clearing short. They've got so much control already. If you're 9 Pandas, you're loving this. Oh, just a free kill.
Good find. Yeah, he was posted there. Remember, they've punished Yabi pushing aggressively in short twice, so he's kind of been forced away from it. Mentally doesn't want to take the battle that he's been beat on a couple of times early in this half. And I disbalance with an Op posted up at sandbags at like 1 minute and 15 seconds has all the time in the world to wait for someone to wander into his crosshair. And now, that opens up so much of the map. 9 Pandas can challenge elsewhere. There's 48 seconds for them to work. That's a shot I expect Device to hit 10 out of 10 times.
You've seen too many of those throughout this tournament of Device missing shots that usually would be sitters for him.
And Astralis is forced due to not knowing what's happening on the map, seeing presence out towards long. They have to like gamble stack towards the... This isn't going to work. Yabi's going to come back, and they've already called the save. 9 Pandas have an easy 10th round. They're up at double digits.
Outplaying, outworking Astralis at the moment. 9 Pandas see double figures first, and Astralis are forced to save to give this one last big try. But there's no signs pointing towards success at the moment.
They need to start denying some of this control for 9 Pandas. They need to actually start working up the courage to slow this down, to harass it, to do some damage, find some early kills.
They tried to play for the opener through mid, but Device was cancelled out. They didn't go for any short aggression, and then when they do, it's a peek into an Op, just waiting for them. Everyone from 9 Pandas is showing up today. Everybody's hitting their mark. Everybody's fragging out. And you know, you started the second half by mentioning it's strange when you look at the names on the server, but 9 Pandas are outmatching Astralis on firepower. And that is an absolute fact.
Outmatching them in terms of firepower. They've had the economic advantage through the entire first half, and they're kind of on the verge of getting it. And then, yeah, tactically outplaying Astralis. This T side is looking much more well-drilled, much better at moving around the map.
It seems like 9 Pandas are playing with more confidence than Astralis, so
yeah,
very cool to see from 9 Pandas' perspective. Astralis start with 4 players at the B bomb side. They'll send Device out for a solo pick middle, and now they're taking some control of short. They deny free access for 9 Pandas, but 9 Pandas this time are sending the majority of their forces up through playground, out towards long. And Device isn't going to detect that.
No one's home. Flashbang to turn the corner.
They could scale so fast up long here, and Device is not really in a position to stop that from happening.
No, but he knows the timing. He's going to start backing away. He realizes they can come in towards front bathrooms. So good map control for 9 Pandas early on in this round. 1 minute and 10 seconds still on the clock.
Has been rotated up to help Device. It's in the form of BlameF. Usually this A setup is unbreakable.
This is a tough angle though for Device. There's 3 choke points he's got to worry about.
He has to be very lucky here that you only come from one side. Glowing. The Shadow could betray him here. He walks into Device. Shot lands with the AWP. Device sticks around. In fact, he goes for a double dip. Seized is close by. Missed shot from Device, and he's down. Now BlameF must step up. It's only 1 kill from BlameF, so they line up for Stown. And now a 1v2 for eye disbalance setup off the back of that. Already Astralis have a 3rd rotated player up towards Truck. It's Yabi that's got the free headshot. Astralis needed that one.
Yeah, they desperately did. They desperately did. BlameF and Device do just enough. They had a 3rd player there just at the right moment to be able to hold on to the bomb site in the follow-up. And then obviously Yabi arrives in time as well to ensure the round, to be the insurance policy. Not pretty, not as strong as we'd like to see, but Astralis get it done. Oh, look at this.
Double Mac 10s.
Yeah, but Dilladas and Glowing have 5,000 and 4,700, and they've dropped to the Mac 10s. This you imagine is going to be fast-paced. It's going to be an uppercut towards this B bomb site, but it's a 4-man start here for Astralis.
Yeah.
Should be able to handle it.
They've got the numbers, but will they be able to handle it is the question. Glowing clearing out the barrels down. Very fortunate to still be standing. Yabi making sure he stops his B push, and they all line up. This round comes to a crashing halt for 9 Pandas. Astralis going to tie things up. It was an interesting call for 9 Pandas. They nearly break through. You know, if that kill goes against Down, maybe there's an opening that...
Look at the difference, though. This time, they still...
AKs on every player bar eye disbalance who has an AWP.
Look at Clax's opening duels. 7-1, 0 lost.
Incredible from Clax. Device once again going for the mid-peak and not finding anything. I just balance attempts his shot on Stown, and oh my god, shot lands, but Stown stays up. That would have been a devastating blow to kick off round 21.
Yeah, pretty decent damage in return, though, with that grenade. Stown's going to have a very tough round ahead of him with only 14 HP. Got to be very careful about his positioning, about when he chooses to move. Double flash towards Banana to activate Device. He sees absolutely nothing anywhere. 9 Pandas playing this still very passively to open up these rounds. Nade should do a decent amount of damage, and indeed it will.
That's perfect. Max damage nade, 40 at health. Dilladas, not a fan of that one. Grenade goes into Stair. Another big grenade, this time from 9 Pandas.
We landed nades in this round.
Yeah. It's dodgeball. Doing a great job of dodging them. 45 seconds remain in this round for 9 Pandas to work something. Device has been often spotted towards bathrooms. This time, he's got the AWP out long. Passive at long, though, so he can adjust his scope very quickly to deal with the bathroom's threat to assist BlameF. In fact, he can support BlameF with utility, and now he goes out for the peek, but Device misses it, and he takes some damage off the top. Once again, only 1 from BlameF. That's not going to be enough just yet to feel super comfortable. You need Device to step up. Good one shot, but straight through the dice box. He's nailed by Dilladas. Limited time, though, for 9 Pandas. 13 seconds. Stown has found a dangerous spot. And that rifle chips away. 8 seconds. Bomb goes to the site. Big headshot to eliminate Stown. And he was the last player alive for Astralis. 11 rounds stepping up here for 9 Pandas. They're into the lead in the late game.
It feels like this aggressive stance from BlameF and Device isn't really panning out. And BlameF has actually played that spot a couple of times now. And he's always pretty much gone 1 for 1.
Yeah, he's never been able to get a multi-kill.
Really good trading. And obviously, Stown at the end, it's a very cool play. He needed his teammate to survive. When he's the only one left, there's no other options for him. There's nowhere to go after you're in that corner. And Astralis have to call their final timeout because they must buy here.
And look at the money. Look at the situation over there for Astralis. They don't have a lot of cash to go around. There's not going to be a super pretty buy here.
They've at least got the AWP. Not that it's been super impactful in this game.
Hasn't.
Yeah, Device hasn't really been able to influence the map the way he normally does. They're unafraid to come right at him. And C's going to be calm and composed, chasing after his first major in 6 years.
The last chance qualifier.
He's gotten second place twice at 2 majors, at Cluj-Napoca in 2015, at Columbus in 2016. Looking to return and chase after a trophy finally.
They'd stack. Oh, it's perfect to call it this time. Stown and Yabi receive the brunt of the damage. Their health is lowered. Blimf forced out of his position in connector. Klax goes down to the spam, though. That's a massive kill to find for Stown.
Yeah, that's the first open engagement Klax has lost.
He didn't even see his opponent.
Yeah, calling it engagement is maybe a bit much. All right, Yabi.
Oh, glowing. What a peek down. Sees Stown aggressive. Short eradicates him. Minute 10 seconds left. Astralis' opening kill is now equaled out. They're drained of utility. Smoke and an HE grenade left for Astralis with a 4 minute left. Device blinded, forced off the angle, so there's no kill there for Device. Yabi gets aggressive towards short, realizing they don't have the utility to delay, so they need early information at least.
It's a good position. You can see him looking at the wall. He hears these footsteps. It's a really good position to gather information. So they're able to pull a third player. That's Stare, who just arrives at the B bomb site. And Yabi's just saying, watch Monster. I have short. They can't come here unless I'm dead.
So it's all about this monster hold for Astralis. Will they be able to drag us through to 11-11? Blimf, this time, not even one. Stare has to step up again. Damage done to Glowing. Eliminated by Stare, and the bomb now commits into the fight. Diladez wins it, and Yabi's so low, and he's out short. He's smoked out, and 9 Pandas are about to get map point on Astralis' map pick. Bomb is down. Yabi running in. MP9 detected. Good damage done. They line up, but not enough to bring them down just yet. And Yabi so desperately needs this clutch. And he's one bullet away from getting it. And Yabi steps up when they needed him most.
That's spectacular from Yabi. He's had such a tough time in short, and what a brilliant clutch. Has to come through the smoke, but he comes on that right side, so he's covered by the pillar. And boy, did he have to do some damage. I disbalanced, missing a couple shots in all the chaos. But this is so well managed. So well done from Yabi to save the day for Astralis. A beautiful final shot. And he keeps them in the fight.
And he hasn't had the best map here, but what a round to have impact in. Yabi comes back, low health, damaged goods, up against 2. And the MP9 still able to pull through 11-11.
God, they needed that.
No secrets about Astralis' wish here. Searching for map point, and they might just do it here. You look at 9 Pandas' money, it breaks if they don't get a bomb plant, and they lose this round.
Flash right after the Molotov, here it comes. Glowing gonna turn the corner. Ooh.
No flash yet, it's dry.
Okay.
It's sneaky, and no one from Astralis here, so that risk is paid off for 9 Pandas.
It's all right. I don't think they have the guts to attack this dry right now, or even with utility at this moment in the round. Oh, yes, they do. Here comes the exec.
Utility upstairs, blinded, he's taken out. Yabi still at Monster, and he is so needed once again, but he's traded out after one. A 2v3. 9 Pandas once again knocking on the door of map point. Bomb plant coming through, and it's the 2 heaviest hitters on paper here of Blimf and Device, but they have been paper tigers throughout this first map of play.
They might have to save. I mean, Device is even already considering if Blimf can't get a kill, and there's no mistakes. No one from 9 Pandas is even moving. No one's considering aggression.
That's not looking good at all. They're still committed, but yeah, no chances given to them, so they're going to start to back away. And 9 Pandas break through the B bomb site, and they're up to map point on overpass.
There's even 3 players at that B bomb site. They can only muster 2 kills on the exec. Great flashbangs, great utility from 9 Pandas. Good shot from Device to preserve the AWP. Diladez was going hunting. And now for Astralis, it's overtime or bust. Overtime or down 0-1 in this elimination series.
Who thought we'd have to be looking at Astralis force overtime from behind just to get into a winnable position on their map pick?
They felt so diminished since that loss to Spirit. Like, ever since then, like, that Spirit game on Vertigo was such a good game, and everyone was playing so strong. And ever since that loss, they've just seemed a shadow. And they got to reverse that right now. Round 24. Again, a little bit limited. Deagle on Stare, MP9 on Stown. Lack of utility, lack of kits. And BlameF is going to be all alone and has 3 players coming to his direction.
Seized about to round the corner. BlameF has struggled to pair kills together. It's always been 1-for-1. And once again, it is that exact scenario panning out inside of Connector. That's not enough to put Astralis in a comfortable spot. Device is so uncomfortable right now. He has no help, no support.
I think he kind of feels the weight of the situation. Final round, overtime on the cards, but also the diminished weapons on his teammates, and he feels like he has to make a play. He feels like he has to have impact in this round, so he's staying aggressive for the moment. A little overextended, but he wants the opportunity to win the round.
Device senses his timing to get a little further back to more cover, but he's worried about them creeping up past Divider through Banana.
He's got no utility to get out of this situation either.
He's committed now. Dilatez, what a shot! Device is down, and Astralis to 3 players. Overtime seems so far away. Yabby burns at the back of Dice. His cover forced away. He steps into the open. And 9 Pandas. Remember, this will be a storyline for years to come if Astralis lose to 9 Pandas in the opening round of the last chance qualifier. 9 Pandas, 1 map up. We now head into the 9 Pandas map pick of Nuke. Astralis have had pretty bad results on Nuke. As of late, last 3 months, they played it 5 times, lost it 3 of those times. Stown getting aggressive. Joel Beretta's heading towards Clax, just about spots in BlameF. Aggressive through Hut. Sees a couple of players on the other side of it, and now this ramp push continues for Astralis.
Yeah, but good call from 9 Pandas. They see all this aggression in lobby. They've already got a player over towards Secret, and Astralis is going to press the issue. Pushing all the way in. Stown needs this kill. Sees his buddied up with the teammate coming in. Clax has the first kill. He was fantastic in openings on Overpass. A little bit of a rebuttal, but now the pounce comes in from outside.
Yeah, 3v2 established now off the back of this. Still over a minute to play with, but not comfortable here for Astralis. The lobby crunch has gone against them. And Yabby trying to fight, trying to stop them get down the vent, but they've already dropped down, and Device is called to go back towards ramp, try and get down to B, but that bomb plant is already through, so at a minimum, 9 Pandas will have a solid force buy in the next round, but they are looking to go across the finish line in this pistol. Yabby with an important headshot. C's brought down, but he's still so far away. Needs to fly down the vent and try and join Device, but it's just Device left now, and he does not have a kid on his back. Glowing is just buying time, and Device is not seeing the pathway to a pistol round win here. He goes back towards double doors. Idis Balance is tucked in the corner. Device goes to check it, and he has fallen. Astralis lose the pistol.
What a good job from 9 Pandas as well. That is so nice to kind of stall out. You sense the push. Players outside take space, wrap towards the upper bomb site. And when you're about to take back lobby, they come backstabbing players at door. That is so well handled in a pistol round at this kind of aggression that Astralis came out with. It overcomes the opening kills going the way of Astralis. And a beautiful transition to the lower bomb site. Once again, outplaying Astralis, and it's 1-0.
MP9s for Device, and there's a force buy on the CT side. Second round here. It's quick towards ramp from 9 Pandas, looking to try and cut through. Yabby's Deagle. One shot is good, but unable to get a double. Was not in the position to do so. And Device left him on an island. But he must step up now. Device, they run right past. MP9's good. Goes around the corner, lines up a second. And Device drops the bomb. It's a great start to the rounds here. Even better if Stown can finish off Idis Balance. That damage is certainly felt from the 5-7. And 9 Pandas have to drop back. And as they do so, they walk into Stare, who's waiting for this easy kill on Idis Balance. It should be easy. Low HP, Idis Balance falls, and just like that, it's seized alone.
There you go. There's Device just stepping up when they needed it. Double kill, high impact from Device in this round with that MP9.
Oh.
They know his position now. 1v2 for seized. Okay, he knows one's ramp. He knows one's down at control doors.
They separate themselves into 1v1 fights here. Seized has some time to play with.
This is a really hard situation for BlameF to play. He's got to worry about the bomb site. He's got to worry about control site. He's got to worry about vents as well. He just bails out. He says, all right, if you want to come up vents, I'll be ready and waiting. Stare, take the lower bomb site.
Well, Stare has done exactly that. Finds himself comfort inside of the cubby. Decon swings open, commitment to the plant, seized, at least locks in the extra cash, but is taken out by Stare in response. So Device does step up, Stare closes, and Astralis let's win the second round force.
Yeah, that's nicely done. 1 kill from Yabi, Device in a perfect position to be able to help recover, and it looked like he was going to go towards Secret very, very quick, but was able to hop back towards Ramp Room and grab some easy kill. Well, not, the second one wasn't easy. I'll take that back.
It's relatively difficult.
Yeah, just grinding them down as they progress into the lower bomb site. So a good return for Astralis after losing the pistol, the first lost pistol for them of the series. They convert the second round right back.
Last time Astralis played in a major, Jason, the roster was Zipex, Glaive, Config, BlimF, and Farley.
Ooh.
That was the last time so many players have come and gone.
Don't think about it.
From this team.
Wipe it from your memory.
It's just like, oh, what is this?
Black hole those thoughts.
Everybody's got an Astralis jersey in their wardrobe.
Force buy and an upper rush. Mac 10s on the board. Oh, Stare, you're in trouble. So many Mac 10s, not enough defenders, not enough utility and Molotovs, and they barrel through this upper defense.
Yeah, just straight up rush, and it's worked out very well for 9 Pandas. 3 players alive for Astralis. Yabi on 20 health. Will they go for this? Astralis, the answer is no, and Device is just trying to get away from it, trying to get out of there. And a quick pop into the upper bomb site for 9 Pandas has netted them a round win, and the scoreline is tied up 2-2.
That's 9 Pandas taking advantage of an early CT side economy on Nuke. It felt like there was nothing slowing them down. There was no Molotov they had to run through, no nades in their face. Nice and easy to get those Mac 10s out into the open. And remember, they tried to do something similar on Overpass. They did call like a Mac 10 rush at the B bomb site through Monster. That got stalled out. This time, it works. And they tie things up at 2. BlameF has utility. He has smoke nade flash, so he can actually drop an M4 over to a teammate. So will still be a solid, strong buy for Astralis. But that upper buster will put him on notice that they got to be real careful about which rounds they're prepared for it. 1 Molotov over towards door gets smoked out, nothing towards hut, which is where Glowing wraps around. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication between Stare and Stout on that upper defense. Neither of them was paying attention to hut.
The save at least keeps Astralis competitive into round 5. We'll have the AWP still in hand. The only player that has to take a dip to an SMG instead of the premium rifle is Stare. Outside smokes deployed instantly from 9 Pandas, but no one committing behind it. They've seen a weakness on this top site, and they might just go and try and punish it again. Hut's Molotov's in, flashes in, Stares the MP9 having to step up. They come around the corner and Stare is down, Stout in the chaos is dead as well. Glowing dies to his own Molotov, but it's absolute chaos. It's bedlam inside of the site. But as 9 Pandas are setting Astralis to sleep, BlameF comes back through Hut, low HP on 21, but he's found the perfect timing to slip on out, but immediately traded by Seized. 9 Pandas once again bulldoze their way through the A-bomb site.
Man, Astralis, they are not comfortable with those upper hits. That upper defense, you can just see the fights don't feel clean. They feel chaotic. They feel surprised. Stare drops the smoke. He knows it's coming. Dillidas still finds the kill inside the smoke. And 2 players at door just locked behind T-side utility. 2 players over by door and vent that just cannot get involved on the actual defense itself.
And if you're 9 Pandas, you know this is the playstyle that'll kill a team like Astralis. This is your best shot at disrupting them, creating so much chaos, being that team to get in the face of your opponent. And the fact that they're allowed to play this game is so impressive for 9 Pandas.
And it's going to pull a lot of attention on the defense towards the upper bomb site as well. So that's going to open things up outside later on for 9 Pandas. Those kind of effective upper busts in the first 2 gun rounds are going to set you up for like an easier time in the later stages of this half.
We just think about the human element inside of Astralis right now. It's, if you're Stout and Yabi, you've dealt with so much community backlash from your move out of Heroic, how things went down, how you find yourself in Astralis. All of that would be easy to deal with if you started just getting results and everybody was like, okay, fair enough.
Winning would solve that problem.
But the other side of it is now you're about to be eliminated from the RMR against 9 Pandas if you lose this map, and you're not going to go to the Copenhagen Major. All of these thoughts start to come into your mind about the amount of backlash you'll get followed up from that. And that is just definitely a human element that will affect your game.
They might not be thinking about it in the moment, but they'll be thinking about it afterwards. If it's
I don't know what's down in Yabi, man.
True.
I think it might slightly creep in with some of these players.
Well, Astralis just going to hunt for an exit kill for someone trying to save at the end of the day.
So that's 4 rounds for 9 Pandas on the T side already. Quite often we'll say, at a minimum, that's enough on the T side of Nuke. We've seen many a team be able to pull back at 4 deficits, but given how this half has gone, it seems like 9 Pandas are set for a lot more than that.
Yeah, and the question is, like, after a really lackluster first map in terms of eye test for Astralis and a really tough RMR is, especially when you get overrun by 2 upper rushes like this early on, do you actually have the fortitude to stay in this game? Let's see if this defense can go lockdown mode. Overpass, it didn't quite get there. It always looked sketchy even when they were putting rounds on the board. Peak, you know, if you let them survive this map, if you let them win this map, who knows what they come into the 3rd map with. That could be a bounce back point for this team that seemingly just lacks confidence at the moment. Early Molotovs out.
So utilities being lined up on T-Roof again.
Yeah, and tons of counter nades already towards the upper bomb site, and I think 9 Pandas want to try and take advantage of that.
Just keep going. Oh, this could be absolutely brutal.
I mean, they might be in for a rude awakening. There are 3 players in this upper site, 4 even.
Glowing's dead first, so I wonder if they cancel now off the back of that early death. You can't really commit now if you lose your player straight through the smoke like that. It does burn a lot of utility here for 9 Pandas, but they got a deep belt. Pull up Molotov for Hut. They're still going for it. They're still staying poised towards this A-bomb site. And Stair will descend down Hut and triple up. You mentioned the fact that Astralis are going to have to focus a lot more on defending the A site. That's exactly what happens, and they stop 9 Pandas at the door.
I actually think it's a little overconfident for 9 Pandas to go for this 3 rounds in a row. I mean, Astralis, they really rotated to address the situation. 4 players at the upper bomb site. Even if BlameF doesn't get that initial kill, you've got plenty of players in position to put a stop to that upper site. And importantly, Astralis survived with 5 players. So the economic issue as well, they immediately get a boost in that category. They don't have to worry about being in a reset position in the next round. So they've been given a bit of a gift here.
So a long save of the AK-47. Almost respected in a way, though. Imagine they just break through the upper bomb site for the 3rd time, despite Astralis having all the focus on it.
Yeah, that would
actually would be mentally shattering.
That would be bad. that wouldn't be good.
So he's just chilling on the T-Roof, hoping he can get away with his AK, and it looks like he will be. Given that Mercy, the chase just around the corner is going to the wrong side, and Seas will collect his weapon for the next round. So 4-3. Stair once again, stepping up. That's that opening kill from BlameF.
Yeah, really good slide out from BlameF. Cover of smoke, but Stair holds very strong. Not bothered by any of the utility. And he was their impact player on Overpass as well with some very good rounds. 4-3, and Astralis going to try and build back up into this game. They got money behind this buy. Nades towards Mini. They're going for it again.
Again, an upper Hut again. It's going to be Seas running out. First kill's good. Couldn't quite get the second, but that will be traded by Dilladez. And once again, they're into the bomb site, but the Chaos this time allows Yabby a free kill, but it's a 1v3 ahead of Yabby. And the Molotov makes it uncomfortable. They're going to start peeking him together in a double swing, and I cannot believe 9 Pandas run the upper hit once more. Astralis weren't ready, and it works out. It actually works out.
That's some big-ass balls. It's 4 rounds in a row calling for just upper hits. They're just...
I don't know how they move so quick with balls that big.
They're just laughing at Astralis right now. Man, and look at the space Seas has. Two players in Mini, blocked out by smoke, blinded, held back at bay. And when the smoke eventually clears, they get both those kills anyway.
Dude, imagine you get eliminated from the RMR. You miss out on the chance to go to the major, and you're just getting A-rushed every round. Oh, it's devastating for Astralis. They're down to an M1014 shotgun on device.
And Seas is like, you're going to put someone extra in the upper bomb site. I'm getting down Secret, baby.
He's got up against the shotgun.
And Device is more worried about Vents than Secret at that point. Was worried about a drop down quickly as it was smoked out. Glowing is going to challenge outside. It's only BlameF stuck out in the open and destroyed.
Oh my god, Device has to step up now. Shotgun, close quarter combat, Seas with the instant headshot. Device is dead. Astralis down to 3 players. And Klaxy's in such a good spot. Astralis is so confused. They're so confused about where the players in 9 Pandas are. There's so much chaos at the start of the rounds. And Astralis not piecing it together. Stare comes down ramp. Look how much damage they've done to the 9 Pandas players, but he can't even go for it.
Oh, Dinko, this one might be over.
I think...
This one, I hate to call it this early, but 9 Pandas are just looking a step ahead every single time.
Dude, if you're Astralis, you're just so tilted right now.
You gotta say, too, like, the pathing of these players after they make their moves is so good. Like, Seas goes to control side. He's got 2 players coming out the control door, and he's just like, we don't need a 3rd player there in this situation. I'll go windows. Yabi might have been able to double up if Seas isn't there in the window. Just shoots him from the side for free.
I almost can't believe what I'm watching.
It's great. It's great to see them finally switch into it. I mean, the 4 upper busts are fun. The 3rd one seemed a bit overconfident. You go for 4. No one in the world is going to think you're going to do that. But then, obviously, you see the route outside. Seas just runs behind the wall, feels no danger. He knows they're going to have to respect upper. Glowing, look at all the confidence he has just standing out in the open, not worried about big garage, not worried about a swing from middle. Blame F gets caught, and this is just so perfect.
The atmosphere for Astralis must be at an all-time low.
It's got to be quiet right now, right?
Yeah, it has to be. My device is having to buy. Last chance qualifier was the ticket, the last-second ticket for Astralis to get into the Copenhagen Major. No one thought they'd fall to 9 Pandas, maybe at the hand of the likes of Guild Eagles, Gamer Legion later on in the competition, but this is rock bottom for Astralis. Stare to take out Clax. Step in the right direction. Device holds outside. Blame F close by. Device shuts down another. And it's better from Astralis. It's their most convincing round yet.
But they haven't even been able to like really run that tactic because they've been so concerned about the upper bomb site. Like, it's really effective now, but think of how much concern they've had to have towards the A site this whole half because of those rushes. 9 Pandas is really taking Astralis out of their game in this first half. Can't transfer over. A 4th round for Astralis. They'll love to grab one right at the end, but it's not nearly enough, and now the task just gets harder.
Oh, this task is a mountain, absolutely, and they stand in the foothills of disappointment at the moment. You can just tell by looking across the board here. The body language for Astralis. I'm no body language expert, but I can tell it's not pretty.
No, it's not great at all.
And 9 Pandas look so
How could
chill.
it be? Yeah. Well, I mean, look, you come into this, like, again, you kind of touched on it with the idea of like the different pressures on each team, but think of like how that can change your mindset. Like, you come into this in your 9 Pandas and you are calm and focused on the goal at hand, which is beating and upsetting Astralis, ruining this tournament run, ruining this team's chances of going to the major and moving on to the next stage of the LCQ. If you're Astralis, like, you come into this and it's like, okay, which one are we going to get? Are we going to get the Astralis that was really good against Spirit, that looked really strong? Or are we going to get the, like, you know, you've had these up and down performances from Astralis where in the back of their minds, they don't know which team is coming in.
Their peak was a loss to Spirit. You're absolutely right. 9 dismounts as Joel Paredes. Oh my God, running back away. Into him as the first Astralis player leading that charge. Dilladez, my God, triple headshot. Looks absolutely brilliant. Draws that one back. Clean that truce from Astralis, but they're put down to just 2 players, and that bomb is not down. Glowing running after them. Stare had to secure that headshot and does. So now a 2v2, lots of time left. And 9 Pandas stay composed here. Not overextending, not giving Astralis the fights.
You know you have both players down in the lower bomb site, so they can be pretty comfortable in their positions right now. The more footsteps that are made, the happier 9 Pandas will be tracking them. And Yabi and Stare have to find the end plan. Do they want to go back out towards Secret? Do they want to go jump through the control windows towards ramp and relocate? They've got a minute, and instead they're just going to stick to this lower bomb site, and Clax is waiting.
Just waiting for that tap to come in. Stare fakes it first. Clax now swings open the door, confirms his position, but doesn't die. And every second that ticks on, he's allowing Seas to get closer towards the double doors, and they now see him. They fight him together. Damage done. Sprinkles them up. Can Clax clear them out with the Joel Paredes? He needs the kills quickly. They swing him together. The Joel Paredes down to a 1v1, and Clax clutches it. Astralis fall over in the pistol at the second half. They so desperately needed that win. And that's another step closer to 9 Pandas staying alive and eliminating Astralis. This is now dire. This is now nightmare scenario.
Dude, look at Dilladez. You're not even supposed to re-peek this. This is like not...
How is he just cleanly taking every shot?
I know, he's just destroying him with jiggles. And just the idea that, like, again, like, Stare and Yabi almost like different pages. Like, if you're going to double swing and get the kill. But the first player swings all the way to hide in towards Cubby. Second player sticks around and fighting. And actually, even on a double swing, you've given him kind of 2 1v1s.
This is so rough for Astralis, and it's 9 Pandas taking their second timeout.
This is going to be heartbreaking. I feel when we get to the end of this game and see these player cams, it's going to be tough on me.
It's going to be tough on everybody watching it.
Well, not everybody. I think there's some people who take some enjoyment out of it, yeah.
A little bit Katie and sitting at home. But, you know, we look at Blame F in particular, and that is going to be the most heartbreaking story for me because he's 26 years old, man. He's not a super young player anymore.
Yeah, there's something to that. You know?
Symbolism.
Yeah, it's coming right back.
It all crumbled in that moment.
All right, Astralis better go on a huge streak here. It all starts now. Yabby's going to be at door. Device looking for ramp pushes. This is a fully kitted out defense from the get-go.
A tense round for Astralis, just sitting back, no one making the first move. One hell of a comeback needed. Smokes go outside for Astralis. No one will be following through just yet. Stound is the solo player towards Yard.
They have 1 smoke remaining, Astralis. Sending Stound towards Secret. There is a player downstairs. It's seized with a Molotov, just looking at the crack, not even looking for a fight. Astralis want to hit the upper bomb site off of this.
Clax peeks into the squeaky play forward. Blame F with an effective trade, but once again, it is a step up from the 9 Pandas defense, but not enough this time. Blame F instead with a couple of big shots, and Seized is being watched inside a vent. He will not be able to rise to the occasion and come up through the vent ladder. Instead, he waits at the bottom with a Zeus, and he's going to fly up. He goes for a wild play, but it's the save call for 9 Pandas. They'll drop back and save the AWP. Astralis give him 5, so the first step taken. But a marathon still left to run.
That's a nice little execute as well. Good trade kills from Blame F coming outdoors, able to exchange on Clax after just the first frag. Sees will find a nice AK-47 for the next round, but Astralis is going to be up to 5, so first hurdle is passed.
Plenty more to go.
All utility from Astralis spent to block off main and the CT vent, so they can all focus their attentions left towards the bomb site. And a pretty easy hit. But you can't just have these individual rounds, right? You got to put together a full game plan. And let's see what Astralis can do.
Blame F has the chance to call his team back into the competition. Early utility towards door, the lurk smoke placed from Astralis. Glowing will blow it open. Clear by Clax to make sure no one's standing behind it. But Astralis settle into this one. A lot more utility this time. Yabby clears close door. Oh, that was his chance for an opening. Unable to collect a minuscule opportunity, so he'll drop on back into the lobby. Astralis setting up for an outer hit with smokes.
It's good to see him look for things like that, though, right? To look for that opening kill, look for the opportunity, relatively safe peek as well. Glowing's gonna hear this cross. Eye disbalances downstairs. Stound contended with Seized with a Molotov in the last round. Now it's an AWP and it's a way deeper angle.
This is such a tough shot. If you're the rifler, and Eye disbalance nails his chance. Seized on top of the ramp box, drops at the right time because that smoke fades away. Astralis players will soon be revealed, and that grenade lands right in the middle of the pack. And now they begin to attack, and Seized jumps up, head stuck in the doorway, and that slows him. Eye disbalance makes that rotate down, and they know the AWP was down lower. They know it was here. A missed shot just just by a small margin, but Balance misses absolutely everything, but a team kill in the chaos sets them up with an opportunity. Glowing swings open Decon, denies the bomb plant, and Astralis so desperately wanted that. This will take one player out of commission for just a moment. Device punching those digits through. Safely plants, good kill from Klax, but now down to a 1v1, and Device has sustained damage. He doesn't know where that player's coming from, and he looks into the squeaky door, and Diladez delivers death from ramp.
Yeah, he never had the read. Maybe there was a call from a teammate, but he seemed so convinced he was going to be Decon. Seemed so convinced he was going to come from that angle. And oh, that's not enough. That's not nearly enough for Astralis. They needed a much larger run before they allowed 9 Pandas to get to 12, and now you have nothing.
That is a bold 1v1 fight to stay looking at Decon.
That's why I feel like there had to have been a piece of communication. There had to have
be
been
some
a call.
misinformation, yeah. Device was so committed towards Decon.
But you got to give all the credit in the world. I don't remember who it was from 9 Pandas. Whoever slid out Decon to stop the plant. That's the round-winning play.
Was it glowing?
That's
perhaps?
the round-winning play that burns time off the clock, burns time, and allows your teammates to rotate over and give them a much easier 2v2.
Incredible play from 9 Pandas today. They're about to deal the most devastating blow in the history of the Astralis organization. The Great Danes, once before, now a shadow of their former selves.
And this was the lineup that was supposed to return them to glory.
Device, the face of Danish Counter-Strike. Currently looking like he's not going to be present at the first event, the first major on Danish soil. Astralis will cross heavily behind those outside smokes, the commitment into the lower bomb site.
They are really light on utility. This is the only thing you can commit to. There's really no falling back unless there's some crazy chaos in terms of fragging. Smoke, 2 Molotovs, 2 flashbangs.
Klax waits at the bottom of the stairway beside the double doors. First head spotted. BlameF rips it off Klax. They sprint into lower. The reaction is seized to come down through ramp. Fake headshot, needed that one. And now looking once again doable for 9 Pandas. Still haven't budged from the upper bomb site. And Yabi's looking to hold them there. Glowing's thinking about this. Knows there's likely a player trying to cut rotations from lobby, but where is he gone? And Yabi will answer his question.
It's a save call now, so Diladez is like, all right, screw the bomb. Let's go find Yabi.
Yabi's down there.
And he's tracking him as well outside. So Astralis walking downstairs. That's a very clean entry from BlameF. Good find after he crosses. That was everything that allows him to secure the bomb site with light utility very quickly. Astralis needs 6 more in a row. Once again playing for overtime.
It has to be perfect from Astralis from this point onwards. 6 more rounds in a row to force overtime. We haven't seen the necessary steps yet to believe in that possibility. But they must fight against the odds. Outside, in multiple gun rounds here to search for that opening kill. This time going up silo. Early Molotov towards Hut. Device will peek off of silo, trying to challenge down Balance. Gets that opportunity, but Balance punishes the re-peek. Device is dead early, and 9 Pandas now have the player advantage on series point.
I feel like Device thought that Balance was going to be trying to fall back. He was way pre-aimed to the left of where Balance would have to run to, but Balance is like, you missed a shot. I'm standing and fighting, baby. Tough round for one of the best of all time to be sitting on the sidelines and watching. It's all on his teammates to keep Astralis alive in a 4v5.
Yabi comes through the squeaky door. Double kill from Klax, and that might have just broken Astralis' backs. This looks like the end for Counter-Strike's greatest Danes in Astralis and their run to the major in Copenhagen. Glowing sits at the ramp. He will drop on down, plays disciplined, knows this is the best opportunity to close. BlameF is so damaged. BlameF hits the shot, sees, plays at double doors. He's also fallen. Once again, a little bit of life, but that is taken away from them. And 1 HP between 9 Pandas and eliminating Astralis from this tournament.